Professional fighters are some of the toughest and most disciplined people on the planet. Fighters train day in and day out to perfect their craft, with blood, sweat, and tears being spilled on their path to glory. But thanks to the internet, we can now see our greatest fighters' greatest challenge of all: fat, unemployed losers, hoping to win a fight with the most talented athletes in the world. What could go wrong? Today, we will be recounting some of the funniest altercations between fighters and regular people. If we forgot your favorite video of a fighter delivering some explosive karma, let us know in the comment section below. Number 5. Mikey Garcia versus Internet Troll. Mikey Garcia is one of the most talked about boxers today, with a record of 40 wins and only 1 loss, with over 70% of his wins coming by way of knockout. This is one man you certainly don't want to be in the ring with when he's in a bad mood. But exactly that happened on the 4th of July, 2015. Garcia was training in his gym in Oxnard, California, and was approached by a clearly out-of-shape heavyweight looking to trash talk the pro boxer. What started as a friendly back and forth quickly got heated, as the unskilled heavyweight suggested sparring with the world champion, despite never having sparred before. The match went as expected, with Garcia pushing the bigger man back and landing huge hooks to the body and the head, while the unskilled fighter circled the ring in fear before finally being dropped by the welterweight.
What happened? That's it?
It's safe to say, the big guy learned a lesson in respect for the pros, and thankfully, the only thing that was injured was his pride.
I love boxing, I enjoy it, and like I said, I love the fight.
Number 4. Alexander Emelianenko versus powerlifter. Of all the people to challenge to a fight, Alexander Emelianenko wouldn't be our first choice. The Russian mixed martial artist made a name for himself while fighting in pride alongside his brother, the legendary Fedor Emelianenko. After a recent stint in prison, Emelianenko was challenged by Russian powerlifter and strongman competitor Mikhail Kokoliev. Emelianenko happily agreed to a boxing match, with the 130-kilogram Kokoliev knowing full well it would be an easy payday. The fight was an absolute embarrassment, with Emelianenko clearly giving Kokoliev many chances to recover after being rocked multiple times in the first few exchanges. Kokoliev looked like a deer in headlights as Alexander slipped punches with his hands down. The fight looked like a coach sparring with a complete beginner. After eating a few slow jabs from Kokoliev, it was time for Emelianenko to stop playing with his food, and he knocked his opponent down with 2-1 combination. The ref mercifully called a stop to the fight in the first round, a win for both athletes. Kokoliev wasn't seriously hurt, and Alexander made some easy money. Number 3. Josh Neer versus Internet Troll. Josh Neer is a former UFC welterweight with over 50 professional fights to his name. Of course, this didn't stop one internet tough guy named Patrick Martin, who over the course of a few months sent hundreds of messages to Neer in the hopes of coaxing a fight out of him. Neer happily obliged and invited him to settle the beef at Neer's gym. They fought with no gloves or protective gear, and despite Martin being the considerably bigger man, it made no difference, as Neer brutally beat the troll down with huge punches and elbows to his defenseless opponent. Surprisingly, this didn't deter the troll, with his demands for a rematch beginning as soon as he managed to stop crying on the drive back home. Number 2. Dominic Cruz versus Internet Ninja. Dominic Cruz is arguably the greatest UFC bantamweight fighter ever. Cruz pairs strange unorthodox movements with a crazy fast reaction time that allows him to capture the bantamweight title twice. While training in 2008, he was challenged by an idiot claiming to be knowledgeable in the art of a ninja. Seriously. A match was arranged between the two at Cruz's gym, and results were laughable. Cruz used his intricate footwork and head movement to confuse the ninja before taking him down and landing devastating ground and pound. Of course, this only led the ninja to claim he'd beat Cruz if they kept the fight standing, and Cruz agreed to another round. This round was even shorter, with the Dominator rocking the ninja with a left hand and following up with a big head kick before the troll decided it was time to call it a day.
Sorry, man. I'm gonna have to embarrass you in front of a lot of people, so get it together, control your emotions, and let's do this.
If you like our videos, consider subscribing to our Instagram channel for daily motivation. Number 1. Deontay Wilder versus Charlie Zelenoff. Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest punchers in boxing history. 41 of his 42 wins have come by way of knockout, with many in the early rounds. Standing at 6'9", the heavyweight could do some serious damage to most heavyweight boxers, let alone a regular guy. Who would be stupid enough to challenge him? Enter Charlie Zelenoff. Charlie Z is the greatest boxing troll of all time. There are countless videos of him entering boxing gyms all over the country, challenging amateur and professional boxers only to receive a huge beating. But the most dangerous incident of all was when he boxed Deontay Wilder at his gym. Zelenoff set up the fight by making a series of phone calls to Wilder, calling him a paid professional actor that would be easily knocked out by the scrawny Zelenoff. Deontay would have most likely ignored the troll's call out if it wasn't for Zelenoff mentioning Wilder's daughter. Wilder accepted the challenge, and the fight between them was equal parts hilarious and terrifying as Wilder landed huge winging shots to Zelenoff, landing a huge right cross, dropping him to the floor. It wasn't over, however, and after returning to his feet, Zelenoff was sent back to the floor with a thunderous left hook. If it wasn't for Wilder's team, the fight would have most likely got uglier.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
Did we miss any examples of professional fighters dishing out some street humility? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Athletic Wolves, your one-stop sports channel. Support us by subscribing and pressing the bell button to get a notification for our latest videos.